Welcome to our channel, ladies and gentlemen. What exactly is the Azimio game plan to ousted William Ruto in 2027? Because there seems to be confusion, or they are hiding their card, playing it under the table. Even the supporters of Azimio seems to be lost. They don't understand what Raila, Kalonzo, Uhuru Kenyatta, Martha Karua, and the entire leadership of Azimio has for them. William Samoei Ruto and the larger Kenya Kwanza group are spending sleepless nights trying to understand the Azimio game plan for 2027, because it is a fact that people are tired of William Samoei Ruto. And William Ruto would want to know who the flag bearer is and who will be maybe leading the campaign team. And this is happening because both Raila and Kalonzo Musyoka are under pressure from certain leaders and supporters to go for it in 2027. There are people who believe that Raila has the ultimate chance now to try his bid, Raila the 6th. I don't know how it sounds, but Kalonzo has made it very clear too that he cannot support Raila for the 4th time. He did it in 2013, and I think that was under CORD. Then in 2017 under NASA as a deputy president or running mate. Then in 2022, when Mudavadi and Wetangula ditched them, Kalonzo decided to remain with Raila Odinga without even given a running mate. He just decided to support Raila Odinga. And I have heard some Raila supporters saying that if there is someone who they owe some debt, political debt, then that person is Kalonzo Musyoka, because they also feel that Kalonzo has sacrificed thrice to support Raila Odinga. Raila has made statements to the effect that there is a possibility of standing with Kalonzo and supporting him as a presidential candidate. But then there are other voices, dissenting voices, and even confusing voices. Just yesterday, Oburu made statements that many people have really interpreted differently, because he said that no one should pressurize Raila to hold someone's hand, as maybe Kalonzo Tosha or Paranya Tosha or someone Tosha, and many believe that these sentiments were directed to Kalonzo Musyoka.
Raila is not expired. Raila is still strong. If Oburu, his brother, is this strong, then how about Raila, just a child who was born yesterday? So when you talk of contestations for the leadership of this country, others, people who are with us in leadership, particularly in our own coalition, you should not pressurize Raila to tell you that you are the one who is going to take over. No. Just talk to people. Come even here. If you force Raila to tell our people that they should elect you or they should nominate you to be their presidential candidate, without talking to them, without convincing them, they will not vote for you. So just come out and compete. Let Raila also be in the ballot. Let us be democratic. Let us select one best leader who will give us the leadership of this country. Let us not talk about it too early. Let us give everybody a chance, including Raila.
Many feel that the statements were directed at Kalonzo Musyoka and that Raila might have sent Oburu Odinga, his brother, to deliver this hot message to Kalonzo Musyoka. But I want to humbly, dissent. I've got a dissenting interpretation of what Oburu was saying from what other people think. Because if you ask me, a leader in the stature of Kalonzo Musyoka has got two hearts. One, for you to become a leader, people must believe in you. And number two, you must prove that you are equal to the task. And that is what I want us to look at, ladies and gentlemen. Kindly subscribe to our channel if you are watching us for the first time. And I thank those who have rendered their support and unwavering support to this channel. Click the notification bell so that whenever we release a video, YouTube will, recommend our videos to you. You can also help us share videos and give this particular video a thumbs up. And again, thank you to those who support us. So, ladies and gentlemen, the first question that I want us to look at is the country ready for Kalonzo Musyoka? My answer is yes. And this will be an impetus only if he is supported by other Azimio affiliate leaders. If, for example, Raila Amolo Odinga, Uhuru Kenyatta, Martha Karua, Oparanya, Eugene Wamalwa, and the entire leadership, including Joho, throw their weight behind Kalonzo Musyoka, it will be an impetus. But if you look at Kalonzo Musyoka, Kalonzo is sellable. They are the crop of leaders who have never rubbed shoulders in a very negative manner. For example, if you look at Kalonzo Musyoka and you compare him to someone like Rigathi Gachagua, for just 1 year that Rigathi Gachagua has been in power, he has created more enemies than friends. I believe that Rigathi Gachagua cannot be accepted easily in Kalonzo's backyard. And I'm saying easily because in politics, you don't rule out any possibility. He cannot be accepted easily in Raila's backyard, and he cannot be equally accepted very easily in Mudavadi's backyard. Why? He's playing this controversial and a very hard politics where he attacks every other leader. But Kalonzo has taken a very low profile. He's this kind of Christian leader, a man who does not confront others. So the acceptability part of it is a tick for me. The country is ready for him. And this does not mean that I'm saying that in Azimio it must be Kalonzo. We're just trying to look at Kalonzo Musyoka and the events that are playing out currently. So Kalonzo is, the people are very ready for him. But is he equal to the task? Is the second question that I wanted to look at. Kalonzo is equal to the task, but there is a problem to it. He is not showing that he is equal to the task. Kalonzo has been a foreign affairs minister, education minister, he's been an envoy. And so I believe that with those credentials, Kalonzo is equal to the task. But Kalonzo is not showing it. And that is a fact. That is a fact. Experts believe that Kalonzo should do more. You remember when Raila embarked on a recruitment, ODM recruitment drive, Raila urged the other affiliate coalition parties, Wiper, the Jubilee, NAC and NAC Kenya, DAP, to ensure that they also recruit more people. They go on a sensitization drive where they tell people to remain in Azimio. So when Raila decided, he started with Nyanza in the 4 counties, Homa Bay, Migori, Siaya, and Kisumu. And he rallied his supporters to remain in Azimio, to remain in ODM and in Azimio, and to register under ODM. And you saw how it was very successful. At some point, those who are viewed as, have tried to waver, as they wanted maybe to work closely with the government side in a manner that people interpreted to be as a traitor or trying to undermine the party, were heckled. Do you remember Otuma, the Busia governor, was not given a chance even to address, his residents, those who voted for him. Wetangula's brother, Fred, also defected and joined the ODM. And then in Kisumu, you saw how Musa Juma Boy was forced to apologize in front of Raila and all the supporters. So it tells you that the wave was so strong that people decided to come back. People like Joho, people, the government has always wanted Joho to betray Raila. He remained and he made it very clear that he is in ODM. But Kalonzo Musyoka was very quiet. And people were really making noise. People were saying, Kalonzo must not wait for Raila to strengthen ODM, then he sits quiet, pretty, waiting to be endorsed. And that is why I'm saying that in as much as Kalonzo, people are ready for him and he is equal to the task, he must show that he's equal to the task. So what is my interpretation about Uhuru Oburu's sentiments? Number one, I have a feeling that they are piling pressure on Kalonzo so that he does not sit quiet, sit back and watch as other affiliate parties prepare for 2027. Because the fact is, if Azimio would wish to oust William Ruto or to defeat him in 2027, they must face Ruto as a team. That is a fact. Ruto has made it very clear that in Kenya Kwanza, he's the sole presidential candidate, is the flag bearer. We don't know whether it's going to retain Rigathi Gachagua or is going to pick someone else, but I have a feeling that it's going to retain Rigathi Gachagua. So in Azimio, for them to give us a strong candidate, it must be a candidate that has proved, has gone and talked to the people, has moved beyond his tribal cocoon, because Kalonzo has a support base from his Kamba native people, and that is very undisputed. But he must go beyond, because for you to be accepted, for you to become a presidential candidate, you must move from Ukambani to Meru. And I like the fact that he has now gone beyond the Kamba borders or the counties within Ukambani and is now trying to go beyond. So Kalonzo must not be left. And you see, I have realized that Kalonzo is that leader who must be woken up, because it is going to be very difficult for the people, the ODM supporters, to be told, register in ODM because we want to give Kalonzo power. Raila cannot face his people and tell them, I'm urging you to register in ODM because I want to endorse Kalonzo Musyoka. That cannot happen. That can only happen in the near future once ODM has been strengthened. Kalonzo has strengthened Wiper. Martha Karua has strengthened NAC. And then Jubilee, because I've seen Jubilee also trying. There was a time when Pauline Njoroge was led together with people like Murathe and Secretary General there, decided on a recruitment drive, and they were telling people, come back to Jubilee because Jubilee is our home. So he cannot sit back. And Raila cannot tell people that I'm urging you to register so that I give Kalonzo. No. When that time comes and the people feel for themselves, because I told you people are ready for him, people will say, yes, Kalonzo is the man. Number two, the government side must be kept guessing who is he. And that is why when you see people like Kuburu saying that Raila Tosha, and at some point Raila moves and says, what is wrong if Kalonzo is the flag bearer? Then the government is confused. Is Raila contesting? Is he going to endorse Kalonzo Musyoka? And that is good politics for the Azimio fraternity, because when your opponent is confused, the better for you. And how can you confuse your opponent than this doublespeak? Even though sometimes the doublespeak cannot argue well with the supporters, but for the opponent, it confuses them. And this is why I believe that it is a good thing, if you ask me, even though they must not overdo it. Number three, when supporters of Kalonzo Musyoka, who are really urging him to contest, see or hear such statements that Raila is going to contest, then they will guard this quest with a lot of jealousy. Unlike if Kalonzo was left there waiting for Raila to endorse him. This time round, I'm telling you that the people will feel a lot of jealousy, and they will guard that quest for 2027. Because now, do you know what it is? They will be doing it that Raila is now joking, we cannot support him for a fourth trial. And you see, when they do that, there's a lot of urge There's a lot of recruitment and sensitization that Kalonzo must do. And I think they're doing intentionally. Oburu knows what he's doing, because if this happens, then Kalonzo will now wake up. He's been sleeping, that is a fact. Personally, I like Kalonzo Musyoka because of his respect to other leaders, his experience, even though people say that he's weak, but I remember how people thought Uhuru Kenyatta was weak when in 2002, when for the first time, the late President Daniel Moi held his hand and supported him. Then he grew, he strengthened, he became mature, and he led this country for 2 decades, for a decade, I mean. So when people think that Kalonzo Musyoka is weak, once a leader has taken power, you will know that Kalonzo is not weak. That is if they decide to support him. And I'm saying that Kalonzo must now enhance his visibility. I watched his rally or Meet the People tour in Meru. It is a good thing. And it has happened because people are making noise. People are telling him, tafadhali, ondoka na kutane na watu. I watch it, but even the live streaming thing is not up to date. Kalonzo must enhance his visibility. Let him go live when he's meeting people. You know, I was watching it. Sometimes he was moving around. There is no sound. After sometimes you see sound. He must now present himself as a presidential candidate. For you to become a presidential candidate, you must do things differently. You must not, make your rally, look like that of an MP or an MCA. And the people are urging Kalonzo to enhance his visibility and to ensure that he makes his rally look like a presidential. They really love Kalonzo. The message is very simple. The ODM fraternity, Wiper fraternity, NAK Kenya, Jubilee must ensure that they clean their house first, they fortify their parties first, so that when they come together, they will be a formidable force. So for me, this kind of thing that, Raila is betraying Kalonzo, Oburu has delivered, some hot message from Raila, I think they are trying to push Kalonzo to wake up from the slumber. Because even if they have, let's say, for example, if Raila has to support Kalonzo Musyoka, you don't want someone who looks like he has been picked from his village waiting for endorsement. He must show something for it and show the people that indeed he's strong, he's ready for it, he's the man that people want. So if you ask me, it is a good thing what Oburu is doing. Let people keep on guessing. Even the supporters are saying, oh, Raila tasimama, oh, Raila to support Kalonzo. And it is good. In the fullness of time, I know they will unveil a presidential candidate, because the fact is, people are tired of Kenya Kwanza and they're yearning for some change.